chapter 21 and verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
Okay. So the Bible said, man, if you take a man and sell him, you're going to be put to death. Right? So didn't the so-called white man take us and sell us during slavery? Didn't he? So the Bible said you must get this. This is in the law, man. And you have a lot of our people, you have a lot of people say, man, forget about slavery. Man, but just forget about slavery. That was so long ago. But nobody would never tell the Jewish man to forget about the Holocaust. So why do I have to forget about slavery and what happened to my people and still happening to my people? And slavery still plays a part in what's going on with my people to this day. Because a lot of people don't know about something called post-traumatic slave syndrome. It's called post-traumatic slave syndrome. And that's going into how what our ancestors went through during slavery is passed on emotionally through our people, through our generations, man. Those feelings that our people felt during slavery, that fear that our people felt through slavery, is still passed on through us, man. This is why you have a lot of our people that be kind of shaking and have their head down still when the so-called white man and woman walk by. This is why they, they feel like they're entitled to hold the door for them. I gotta hold the door for them. This is why we hate each other, have an evil eye towards my brother, because that post-traumatic slave syndrome is still passed on through us, man. People don't understand slavery played a big part of our people being destroyed. So for a person to be like, that's in the past, that don't matter, and that wasn't even that long ago, man. People acting like slavery was so long ago. And you gotta think about this, man, how much wearing and tearing on our mind, man. You had slavery, then after slavery, you had segregation. So you just got off chains just to get sprayed by water hose. Test it. They freed you off the chains for water. They freed you off the chains just to turn around for you to get sprayed by water hose and for them to sift dogs on you, man. But that was in the past, though. But just forget about it. Give me Isaiah 14 and 21, King. No. So my question would be, if post-traumatic slave syndrome was passed on through us, through our forefathers, people don't think that racism could be passed on through their forefathers to them. That's the real thing, man.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Right, so these heathen nations gotta pay, man. Why? Because they destroyed our people to this day. The brother right here got a book called Without Sanctuary, right? And it's images in that book of our people getting hung, actual photos of our people getting hung. It's literally old postcards in that book of white people giving other white people postcards with pictures of slaves getting hung on it, man. Right. It was literally a day they would literally all come together and watch a brother get hung, man. They thought it was a joke, man. Call it a barbecue. Come to the barbecue and watch them get hung. It was a thing. It was a I don't know what they're doing. I ain't changed. I just got it. You can try to twist the bottom of it. But it was something. A scientist. Now this is how you know that post-traumatic slave syndrome is real. A scientist, they did a test on a rat, right? They had a rat and they had a collar around his neck. So if that rat went a certain way or went too far, they would shock the rat. So the rat knew not to go back that way. So that rat had kids, right? And when the rat had kids, the kids were scared to go into that same spot where the parent was shocked at. So that show you that it was passed on through the rats. Their mother got shocked if they went too far. So when she had babies, the mice already knew I can't go that far because
because the emotion that was passed on from the parents. That same thing happened to us, man. But you want to tell people want to tell us to forget about it. People want to tell us to forget about slavery, forget about segregation, man. We're gonna continue to think about it. Why? Because David said so. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 137, King, and verse 7. David told the Most High God that don't forget about what the children of Edom did. We not gonna forget about what was done to us, man. It don't matter how many times people try to tell us to forget about it. We not gonna forget about it, man. You got it, King.
Psalms chapter 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
Right. Right, so the Bible said, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom. Right, so he said, because why did David say, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom? Right. That was a long time ago. But he said, still remember what they did. Right. Don't forget about what they did. Remember what the Greeks did. We still celebrate a day in honor of what our forefathers did to overcome the Greeks. Feast of dedication, or what the world knows as Hanukkah. A lot of our feast days are revolved around the Most High God delivering us out of the hands of our enemies, man. So we not gonna forget these things because they got a price to pay, man. Give me some more on that, King. Okay, give me the book of Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. It's a price that must be paid because if the Most High God a just God, if He's a just God, so why the King? If he's a just God like everybody claims, which he is, we agree, brothers agree, he is a just God. So, if him being a just God, the people that did us wrong, it must happen to them. It wouldn't be just if they just freely get into the kingdom of heaven and be saved. That wouldn't be just. They got to pay for what their forefathers did, the same way we are to this day. Bring it out, King.
Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
No, a little bit.
Forever.
Esau can change.
Forever.
He repented.
Forever.
He loved it.
Forever.
He kept his wrath forever, man. The Bible just said that, man. This is what the Most High God said. He got a price to pay because he pursued his brother with the sword. And they still doing this to this day, man. How the hell you expect to get the kingdom of heaven and you still pursuing Jacob? You sold your birthright, Esau. Then you try to lie and get it back. And you expect to get the kingdom of heaven and that's supposed to happen to you, man? And that's the thing, and this is why people say forget about the past. This is why people say forget about slavery. Because they know if they say remember it, that what they did to us is gonna happen to them, man. They want to tell us to forget about it. They don't want to talk about that, man. But we're gonna remember it because David remembered it. Right, give me the book of Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 18. We're gonna remember everything, man. We still remember.
Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
Right, so the house of Esau gonna be for stubble. These other nations, you got a price to pay, man. You got a price to pay for what you did to the so-called black and Hispanic people, man. We still ain't got justice for that. We still ain't got reparations for what our forefathers went through. Are you telling me all that cotton we picked, we can't get a free shirt? We should be billionaires. What about the 40 acres and a mule that was promised to our forefathers and foremothers? What happened to that? What about all the broken treaties that happened to our forefathers and foremothers, man? What about the Tuskegee experiment when they ran experiments on our forefathers and gave our people syphilis? What about segregation when they hung out people on trees? What about alligator baby when they fed our babies to alligators? And a lot of these things wasn't written, man. Who knows how many of our people died during slavery? Who knows how many of our people died during segregation? Who knows? We don't, King.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken.
So you know when a person have cancer, right? You got to get rid of that cancer, or it's going to continue to grow and get worse. That's the so-called white race. They were the Most High God. I said, man, y'all got to go, man. Y'all got to go. They're the cancer of the earth, man, but a lot of people scared to say it. Everybody know it, though, but they scared to say it. They're the cancer of the earth, man. You got chemtrails in the sky. You got GMO foods. The water polluted. They cutting down all the trees and making paper, and all the animals, they losing their place to stay. Even the animals hate this place. The animals even in slavery. Get that precept, King. I think you brought out the post. Even the animals are in slavery. They locked up in cages. I be going to the zoo and stuff and seeing the animals, they looking all sad. They be wanting me to save them. I'm like, I can't save you, I'm in the same situation you in.
The book of Romans, chapter 8, and verse 21. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God.
Man, so even the animals are going to be delivered from bondage, man. Because you got to think about it. When you look at a lot of these animals, they making money off the animals, man. So Esau just love making money. You know, he don't care how he make money. He going to make money rather if it's off animals, rather if it's off us. He going to do whatever, rather if it's off his own people. He going to make money regardless. He going to try to make money regardless, man. But the Most High God is so just. He's a just God, and he's going to recompense vengeance upon them. Give me Zechariah 2 and 8, King. Because we are the apple of the Most High God. Right, people thinking, you know, we just nothing, we just niggas, or we just wetbacks, you know, we just porch monkeys. We are the apple of the Most High God. We are the children of Israel. Right, but we've been lied to and said that we nothing. But we waking up in 2024, we waking up and realizing that we are the children of Israel. Right, bring it out, King.
Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations, which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
The Bible said, man, he that touches us, the Israelites, it's like they touching him. So when we got enemies, they the Most High God enemies. Just like when you have a brother, right? You may have a brother, and somebody touch your brother, you gonna want to mess with that person that touched your brother, man. Right? Cause he an enemy to you, cause he just did your brother wrong, man. Same thing with us in the Most High God. He got a problem with these nations. And the thing about it is they still living it up. They still benefiting on stolen land. How do you still benefit on stolen land, man? You got a 400-year head start. And they wonder why why the black folks so behind. You got a 400-year head start. Remember all the free labor that our forefathers did? People forget about that. All the free labor that our forefathers did, man. The time when they was reading, the time we didn't know how to read. They had to teach us that bastard language, English. You see what I'm saying? So they got so ahead, but it's okay though. It's okay because the Most High God got something for them. You got something? Oh, give me the book of Oh, it's Isaiah. What up? I want to go to Isaiah. When his blood gonna be, his vessel gonna be dipped in blood. What up? Was that Isaiah? Yeah, 3.
Yeah, you want Revelation.
When they say Basel, he's gonna be. Let me get this last one. Cause Jesus Christ, Hebrew name Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ. Folks gonna see a black man whether you like it or not. Right, we been taught that he's a white man. That's a lie, man. Stop lying on his true image and tell the truth. Stop lying to the... Jesus Christ is a so-called black man. He's coming back for his people, the Israelites.
That's right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Man, so he coming back for vengeance. He coming back with blood all over, like he just came out the wine press, man. And he doing that for us. All this stuff he's doing, he's doing for us, man. Cause that's that justice. It's that justice, man. And it's crazy because if you ask anybody, if you ask anybody this question, if somebody come into your crib and ravish your brother and sister and come and kill them, what would you want done to that person that did that? Well, I want the same thing that happened to them. But when it come to us, we want vengeance done to the other nation for what they did to us. Man, that's too vulgar. That's in the past. Just forget about that. What you say, brother?
You got that
What is it, brother? What's the right way?
Gotta listen to that shit.
B-R-A what? He said pray. Go get the word, brother.
You're a Jehovah's Witness, ain't you?
Nah, he got
Jehovah's Witness.
He got that beard. You know Jehovah's Witness.
Don't have a
They
beard.
say, they say.
No.
He said Baptist church.
Give me Revelation 13 and 9. Because the brother said 2 wrongs don't make a right, right? Let's see what the Bible says. And this is why the Most High God is going to avenge these other nations, man. In the Most High God eyes, it do make a right. That's justice. I mean, that's the only way to get justice. How the hell we gonna get justice if we just sit? If nothing's done to what they did to us, we're gonna continue to be slaves. That's what our people want. Our people don't want to leave America. They just want white people to like them. They don't want to leave America. They love it here. So when I people talking about Black Lives Matter and all the complaining that our people doing, they don't want to leave here. They just want white people to like them. That's all it is. Bring it out, King.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
The brother said 2 wrongs don't make a right, right? So if they did that to us, anyway, it ain't fair for us to want to do it back to them. The Bible just said the complete opposite of what he just said. Read it again.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
2 wrongs don't make a right?
Must be killed with the
So
sword.
if you kill somebody with a sword, this is revelation. You must be killed with a sword. So he don't understand. This is why the Most High God is coming back to kill people for what they did to us. But 2 wrongs don't make a right, though. Right? So that was it on that, King.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
So that's the patience and the faith of the saints that we waiting on, man. We waiting on Lord willing, our deliverance from my big bro Yahweh Shah, who the world called Jesus Christ, and we waiting to see the downfall of these other nations.
That's right.
Right, so with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, God Shem,
Yahweh Shah.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Happy Feast of Dedication.
Happy Feast of Dedication.
Happy Feast of Dedication.
Happy Feast of Dedication.
Shout out to the Maccabees.
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 God.
God.
He gave other thoughts. He was like, yeah, nigga.